Speaking of loudmouth owners, as we switch gears here over to the Mavericks, Mark Cuban giving Derek Fisher a villain's welcome during the 38-year-old point guard's return to Dallas on Sunday night. If you remember last year, Derek Fisher was with the Mavericks, then sought his release, saying he missed his family. Well, only several weeks later, he signs on with Oklahoma City, who's, again, nowhere near his family. Obviously, that rubbed Mark Cuban the wrong way, and he said in an interview before the game, I'll just boo him like hopefully everybody else. Not like everybody else, hopefully like everybody else. What do you think about this?
I have to say I'm a lifelong Derek Fisher fan. He's a stand-up guy. Loyalty was his calling card, and then he asked out of Utah back in 2007,
Yep.
and argued that he needed to be near a capable hospital that could treat his daughter's rare form of eye cancer. At the time, perfectly legitimate. Signed back with the Lakers. The Lakers go on and win two back-to-back championships in 2009, 2010, also reaching the finals in 2008. So yeah, nothing wrong to that point. Then last season, he gets traded from the Lakers. It rubbed him the wrong way, the way it was done and how they brought Ramon Sessions in. He goes to Houston. He asks out of Houston, and he signs with Oklahoma City. Signs with a contender. Perfect.
Dallas.
No, last season.
Yeah.
So he signs for them for the playoffs. That's fine. So that ran its course. Then allegedly, him and Cuban struck a chord. They struck a chord in their relationship where Cuban wanted to help him out. So earlier this season, he signs with Dallas. And then to throw back in Cuban's face that he wants out because of family issues, as serious, not taking anything away from the family issues. It is a serious thing. But then to sign with the smallest market in the NBA is a real sucker punch to the previous organization and the loyalty that D. Fish has always presented himself with throughout his career. So Derek Fisher has gone down in my estimation. I really think that Mark Cuban is justified in being aggrieved in this particular case.
I just don't know why you can't be honest about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe does this mean the Dallas Mavericks think they're a true contender? I mean, it would going up to Mark Cuban and saying, "Look, I'm 38. I'm looking for a ring. You understand it's not going to happen this year." I don't know. Mark Cuban's an interesting character, but I think he would understand that. I don't like using again because you talked about what happened in Utah. There is history here, so you'd be a monster not to grant that request.
Like I said, it's the first time it happened. I think the whole league understood. Even though he still gets booed whenever he goes back to Utah, I think the whole league understood and was sympathetic. But when he's done it 3 times, asking out of teams and nullifying contracts 3 times over his career, it really just does stain his image that little bit more, and it comes across as unprofessional, really. So yeah, I think that I really do think that Derek Fisher has kind of gone down in a lot of people's opinions, especially in Dallas.
And you know what else, Hugo? It's not like we're talking about Gary Payton at the end of his career. How many rings has Derek Fisher already won? 5?
Yeah, 5 rings.
5 rings? I mean, does he really need one more that badly?
He wants to equal Jordan.
Yeah, because I'm sure everyone thinks those two have equals.
Oh, what about the greatest role player ever, Robert Horry, 7 rings?
Don't mess with Big Shot Bob, man.
I think that's what D. Fish is going for, he's chasing ring 7.
The thing with Robert Horry though is that he did it with so many different teams. He did it with Hakeem's Rockets. He did it with Shaq's Lakers. He did it with the Spurs.
Yeah.
Big Shot Bob did it with a lot of different teams, and that's kind of what made it coincidental because wherever he went, they'd win.
And rivals too.
Yeah.
So I think Fisher's trying to mirror Horry's career. He's going to OKC now, the Laker rivals, and he's going to try and do the same thing as Horry did in San Antonio after he left LA.
Fisher's never done a thing without Kobe. Big Shot Bob did a lot without Hakeem. He did a lot without Shaq.
Oh yeah, that 2002 Game 7. That's one of the highlights of my fan career in the NBA. That was a crazy moment for me.
One of the many highlights of being a Lakers fan.
Oh yeah. Maybe not this season. We'll scratch that from the record.
Yeah, one bad season, Lakers fans are going crazy.
It's because it was hyped up so much.
I know.
Biggest disappointment ever if they don't make the playoffs.
My team's sitting there at 25-40, traded away all their future for 2 bad knees. I don't want to hear about the Lakers' struggles. By the way, that was officially announced this week. He's officially done, although we already talked about that, Andrew Bynum.
Yeah, man, I think Kupchak knew about it all along.
They sold him a lemon. Can't we get Obama's lemon law in on this one here?
It's a tough blow for Philly fans. It really is.
As I said, I'm blaming Obama. Blaming Obama.
Poor Barack.